Yesterday, thousands marked the 22nd death anniversary of the late founder of the PPP and former president of Guyana, Dr. Cheddi Jagan, by attending a wreath-laying ceremony at the Jagan Memorial Monument at Babu, Port Morant, Quarantine. Sasha Ramsaran reports.
I'm glad to be with you here once again at Babu, recognizing Dr. Cheddi Jagan, who is truly father of the nation and founder of formal party politics in Guyana.
Former Prime Minister of Guyana, Mr. Samuel Hines, who was part of the delegation that attended the 22nd wreath-laying and remembrance ceremony for late President and founder of the People's Progressive Party, Dr. Cheddi Jagan. The ceremony was held yesterday at Babu, Port Morant, and was attended by scores of civilians, party supporters, and executives of the People's Progressive Party, including chairperson of the Women's Progressive Organization, Ms. Sheila Versami, and former ministers of government, including Mr. Juan Ejel and Mr. Clement Rohi. Before the commencement of the program, the wreath-laying ceremony was done, led by General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Dr. Cheddi. People's Progressive Party presidential candidate for the upcoming general and regional elections, Mr. Irfan Ali, then spoke briefly.
22 years later, we are here because of our love, because of our respect, because of our gratitude for the life, work, accomplishment and dedication of Comrade Cheddi Jagan, and let us put our hands together for those all the way in Georgetown to hear you. Come on, let's put our hands together for Dr. Cheddi Jagan. I leave you this afternoon with a final quote from Dr. Cheddi Jagan. And this is what he said: I have always stood on the mountaintop of hope, knowing that it is hope and not despair that motivates us and inspires us. So with all the despair, let us remember the words of Dr. Jagan. It is hope that will motivate us. It is hope that will inspire us. It is hope that will take us forward. A hope of a better Guyana. A hope of a better country.
As part of the program, excerpts from publications that were authored by the late Dr. Jagan were read.
In 1957 and 1961, today, though defeated and cheated, we remain the strongest force in the country. Difficulties there will be. The battle will be long and hard, but win again we will. History and time are on our side. The West on trial.
Many politicians like me have forgotten where they came from. But Dr. Cheddi Jagan will never forget, and you can be sure of that. 1992, Dr. Cheddi Jagan. Thank you.
PPP General Secretary Dr. Cheddi, in his remarks subsequent to acknowledging the life and works of the former president, sought to comment on the current political climate in Guyana, emphasizing that Guyanese across the country should not recognize the status of the current administration after March 21st, the 3-month deadline period for the hosting of general and regional elections following the passage of the no-confidence motion.
And I want to warn them that when the PPP gets back in office, as I said before, all that they have done after the 21st of December will be reviewed. And you know, they used to say in the last elections, they're going to throw us in jail. Well, many of them will be in jail in the future because of actual corruption. We are expecting after March 21st, the international community will pay the same serious attention to Guyana as they have done abroad. And we are calling on them not to recognize the Granger government after March 21st. We are going to, here in Berbice and right across Guyana, when the ministers or Granger or Nagamutu come here after the 21st of March, you say to them, walk behind them, chase them out, they're going to be illegal. Say to them, you're illegal. Free up the country, you're undemocratic. They're going to face a different situation right across the country. We're going to get teams of people to picket them everywhere in their homes, in their offices, everywhere else like they did to us in the past unfairly. We're going to do that. When they come here, we might have to take to the streets peacefully all the people in Berbice, Kanji, and Rose Hall, and Corriverton, and everywhere else, and New Amsterdam. We all have to come out on the street because we are not fighting for PPP here. We're not fighting for Irfan Ali or Barajagdeo. You're fighting for yourselves and all of Guyana. All of Guyana, and therefore, this is not a political issue because no citizen of the country should tolerate a disrespect for our constitution.
The works of former President Cheddi Jagan and his wife, the late Janet Jagan, significantly contributed to the structure of modern-day politics in Guyana. Dr. Jagan died on March 6, 1997, and his wife, Janet Jagan, died on March 28, 2009. Sasha Ramsavan reporting for Channel 8 News.